Today we are reviewing Into the Storm, and we are shooting this review in a very forced found footage style because this movie was shot in a forced found footage style. So, let's begin. So yep, we're committed to actually doing this. This movie is so generic that I need to add a gimmick to it just to review it and make the review fresh. I need to do this. So let's talk about this movie. Hello everyone and welcome to Solshow. Today we're reviewing Into the Storm. But before we begin, if you have seen this movie, as always, give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you thought it was a bad movie, which is a completely fair argument, give the video a thumbs down, and that will tell me your guys' reaction to it. Yay! So Into the Storm is another disaster movie. It's along the lines of, the 2012s, the San Andreases, and, it's just a movie, like, with the premise, there's a big storm coming and the implications that means. And if it couldn't get more generic than that, it was like, let's make this a found footage movie. Even though it doesn't need to be a found footage movie, it's just cheaper to make a found footage movie. So let's make it a found fucking footage movie without like any of the, with horror, it's like there's like this homage, to the Paranormal Activities and shit. No, with this, it's like, fuck it. Just do it. Cheap. Let's make money. And I'll say the first half of this movie was pretty much garbage. We had Laurie from The Walking Dead. She was, very generic. There was these stupid stereotypical characters. It was boring. It was complete trash. So this was actually the second time I saw this movie, and watching the first half of this, it just made me like reaffirm myself and say, yeah, this is about as bad as I remember. Yeah. At least with our found footage movies, they stay found footage movies. This movie like gave up halfway through. It was like, like half the scenes, it's found footage enough, it'll count, no one will bat an eye. Although the movie came around during the second half. During the second half, we really saw characters, they weren't just thrown to the shit and died, and it's like, who really gives a shit about them? They were actually, it was like, hey, this character has more going on here other than they're just gonna fucking die. So I liked that aspect, that it had more respect for its characters and what was going on. That being said, although there were angles, and there were enjoyable angles, the angles weren't like fucking original. It was like, hey, we had this little romance between the nerdy kid and, this girl he likes, and there was, each of the adults had parent angles. One worked, the other one with Laurie from The Walking Dead. She was, she had a 5-year-old. The 5-year-old was like an angsty teenager. I don't know how that works. It just happens. So yeah, this was a fine movie. In the end, all you can really ask for with these movies are, the most you can get out of it is some good writing and some good characters. This movie did alright. The writing was good enough to get a pass from me. And, you gotta like when, shit hits the fan, and it looks like, shit hits the fan, and then the fan exploded, and then it went all over the place. I was like, oh my god. Some good special effects here. Other than that, I can't really brag about anything this movie has to offer. I'm going to give Into the Storm a 5 out of 10. With all that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, you can check out my Twitter, my Patreon, and my second channel for all the good videos and stuff. Anyway, as always, I love you guys. You are the best. And with that,